I mean, very unlikely for Precious to also get this kind of connection from that distance, but if he does, I'll be super impressed. For the meantime, Nugget, he's going toe-to-toe up against Homeboys, who is currently up by the lower ends of the valley. They opt to do the same, but it's going to be RRQ that does get the trade in their favor. Back and forth, and it's Tylon on the alternate side as he's hoping to cover fire for the meantime. That is not enough to pop those towers on the buggy. So
probably a big push here from the side of RRQ. Lepar's gonna be leading the way. Gypsy as well on the top side. And the players of Homeboys here are gonna be surrounded by the players of RRQ.
Yeah, they're just really fighting to clean that territory up the hillside. Well, 52 just crashes right through, finds those members of NEPX. And it really felt like MEPE pushing up the hillside to challenge the rest of RRQ. And now giving chase. They're looking to trample Rosemary, but it seems like they missed the mark.
Oh my days, RRQ. Looks to pop this one through here. Alter Ego Ares now here backing away through as well, but for the side of RRQ, they can't really overcommit. Krypton is going to try to go for the rotation here. Closing up the distance. Behind the truck, and a pinch will be offered here by the side of Badru as well. Off the Ox, breaks down. On Gypsy away. Badru here on the prowl. Lepar all alone for the side of RQ, and that is going to be them eliminated.
Wow, the perfect timing to swerve right in. They just absolutely overwhelmed the rest of these members of RQ. They got nowhere left to actually hide out. And RQ, as much as we've praised them so much in Miramar, they are now dropping down to 17th spot. Rough run in for them. Well, actually on the 12th, but the fight continues on with Alter Ego on the rise, on the push, and they're still looking up against the rest of Homeboys.
Badru. The most consistent slayer here for the set of Alter Ego Ares, but Moana beats him to it. And that is going to be Team Secret as well, eliminated off this round, but the round persists here for a set of Alter Ego Ares. That's full competition, but at the same time, not really going to say that it wasn't really the answer. After all, he's part of the top 5 slayers of the competition here so far inside of this tournament, but so far from the side of Talon Esports, though, they are dealing with the players of Team 52. Eric down here looks to respond back with his own frag, but can't get the last bullet to connect. And Alter Ego Ares here goes up against Team Flash. Win finds the first initial. Backs the way through. To move the call for the reset. S12 on both of their hands. Car for the set of Win. Pops back onto this S12. Looks to wrap around towards the back. Not gonna be able to get the shot. Pops right back in. That's one, but doesn't really get the full accumulation of the damage. Back and forth battle. The nade picture for either end. A big clash. Off to nades. Who can get the first bomb? Pops it true. Could be a trade. No, it's gonna be Win going down. Badru once again saving the day.
He just got the perfect timing, and he got him blocked in the box.
Rotate down here, but back to Talon as well here. Lafire off the tree, X with the dog, sprays on by. Looks to get another as Gabi will get put down. And that is definitely now going to be Team 52 out away from the mess here of Miramar. We're down to the top 6 squads remaining here inside of this round.
That perfect elevated angle coming from Lafire. So for supplementing on the numbers so that they've been able, still having 4 members strong. They've been really improving every step of the way. And once again, Coach Lafire finding one all the way downtown. You guys, someone may call them old dogs, but they are really showing up to these prodigies that this is how you get things done.
Oh, the nade from Lazarus. To the face of Lazarus, Nicole able to get it done. Talon Esports hailing for Federalis. The other side just holding on to the shed. Bumblebee finds still one player from the side of Talon that is going to be Nicole out. And it's going to be pretty tough here. Federalis knows exactly what's up as well. They're up with Todak. Nate flies on by. Was a bit short. Kenny's going to be down to the ground. ETR now here closing up the distance. Could be a big fight. Coming all. Optimus, Bumblebee, rotating there on the other side of the map. Federalis able to throw in some shots. Another shotgun gonna go whipped out here by the side of Optimus. Looks to put this one through. Operating a pinch now. Backside, Todak can't find the shots to connect.
A little bit of exchange coming in, but there's just too much volume of Smiths right now taking cover. And finally, they find that pinch over onto the member of Todak. And now it's Mango stuck inside of that dip. Not much that he could actually do out of the situation, but he's trying to trade right back. But Optimus is just too sharp. Where can he even consider BTR? Taking absolute control of the north. D-Savior looking to challenge them on that space.
The Xavier Looks to put up the show here. The striking chance for them to bag in their winner chicken dinner. Swell. Still. 3 more casualties to deal with. Federalis eats a nade directly to the face. Off the head. Nade Chi, beautiful cut.
Stars from Indonesia, and of course the ace of Vietnam looking to pummel True and Alter Ego. They shredded the board. Federal is on the strike, and this is what he does best towards the late game when he's allowed the opportunity to do so. They're being denied for getting their way into the north, and they have to fight their way out. And those pumps coming in will dent the hopes and dreams of Talon Esports. Well, toe-to-toe, DX goes up front, and they find the mark, but instead, it's that exchange that comes true for Optimus. Now, leaving the pack for the rest of BTR. Nate T still trying to recover, though, so it's really down to Levi's to make a little bit more damage towards the side of BTR. And here comes that grenade. It does not connect.
And flying on bites 2v2, and Razy will get eliminated by the side of Bad Roo. Moana is now going to be off the rip here from the side of Alter Ego Refs. Should have an overview of the players of BTR. Federalis tagged off, Paradin into the mix. Federalis is down to the ground. Optimus here longing to survive out of this mess. 3 players from the side of the Xavier looking to put up a crusade as they put down the players of BTR. No Moana beats him to it. Now it's Alter Ego Eris that we've seen here so far here inside of this tournament. Now here we go back here for Set of Boom Esports. They do go against some players of BTR by Vitality. That is going to be Optimus here getting the first initial knock.
Optic now going on the chase, and just perfect timing coming in from that bolt into the corners, and it's going to be an easy picking for a BTR to have the full set, but Race is getting picked out as well. That's coming from an outside angle as Baby seeks them out at the very same time. So a 3-way battle with ASI setting up a junction trap right from the outskirts to deny any form of entry into the zones of 70 grounds. Federal is now trying to seek out where exactly those angles are coming from, but he's not really getting any intel whatsoever. See that certain teams are going to be moving inbound, trying confidently to honk to see if there's anyone to respond to that. So they're not really fully convinced on really staying put inside 70, but they got more and more visitors coming in their way.
Vikings break so far. Back view here, but BTR Federalis still actually finds one away. That it's going to be a giant down now here in the elimination here up in the books here for this very round. They're going to be playing around the outskirts here for the Xavier and Triber Massey. Triber Massey here feeding off the bullets of the Xavier. After all, those are the top dogs of the competition so far here on today's broadcast. But hey, Delta with an S12 finds one. Whips out the AR, looking to get another there on the backside. That should be Tribe Arrow Massey finding the means to eliminate the players of the Xavier.
Man, get his way into the safety net. Well, SIA this time getting hustled yet again. BTR unrelenting, and we want to see what more can Huzaifa do in this situation.
I think you're just burning down. Nade flies on by though, no connections there. Another nade bites the dust on the first floor, but Huzaifa's going to be holding on there on the second floor instead. These after nades to go. Racy here trying to close out the distance. Brony's able to get the marker there on the bottom side. He's going to be able to secure one elimination to his name. That is going to be Bumble EB out now here from the picture. Razy swings on with an S12 to the face. Should be able to get another trade to their name. 5 to their name, but the clash continues here. Not really a safe picture here for either end.
Yeah, and with the rival of Talon, this is definitely going to be a big curveball for the two teams that have been here from the get-go, and BTR slowly wintered down. One tap is all it took for Casanova to finally nail it down up against the rest of the Red Aliens. And here goes. First Nate, finds pitch. Retaliation, though. They do have a pumpy over on the hands of Limp Boy. But then again, it's Achille's going to have the same setup. It's going to be an S6 shotgun instead, so it's a double pump that he could basically utilize. But there's realistically nowhere else to run. I mean, they're pretty much boxed in, and they still managed to draw the fire back towards the side of Talon. Now they got to quickly recover. Limboy at least managed to fend them off.
Enjoying this is going to be picked up back to the ground here. Same goes for Citadel Fire. Actually, no teammates off his vicinity, but fortunately, they do leech away the players of the Homeboys as they only got 2 more players to worry about. Actually, 1 more, and that is
now that they secured 1, that makes it 11. So all in all, P2K, they're happy where they're at. They just need to put in a little bit more effort to get into the top 18. And the rest of Tron by Vitality arrive towards the top end of the water tank.
From the fight that we were able to see between the homeboys, on the contrary, their talent esports, nothing too much has had just happened here. I mean, ASA is feeling off a bit of a fight as well there. I mean, they lost really a player away in the sense of round. Big run by Vitality though, they're drawing near here up against one opposition. I mean, they are going to be playing around the school vicinity. It's going to be Team 52 Health, and here going to go for the spray down up against the Optimus. Gets tagged up, no. Can't really going to go for a commitment now, and pops him back right here inside of the Dacia.
Yeah, just trying to wrestle their way across, and Helton just gotta be very careful about this. Oh, with the BD-14, Can takes him off the wheels, but he's also soaking the brunt of the damage, and now Barry Can takes his opportunity, and Barry Can abuses him with all these close range weaponry because he's holding on to that BD-14.
Oh my days. Mini 14 up and to go. Again. Looking to fight some more, but you are not really in the best shape of form here. I mean, after all, you take a look at the map, there's just so many casualties you got to worry about. The Xavier, though, Paragin finds one player up against Todak. They're going to be able to get the pickup as well. Cavalry arrives for the rest of the players here for a set of the Xavier. Todak, Leon, going to be here to try to go for the fight. Back here towards BTR Vitality, though. They are nearing close to the players of and Optimus calling in the shots, and that's going to be another player out into play here for Team 52.
Man's eyes go, I tell you that. I mean, the way that he's just waited for the right optimal angles for him to just track with those bullets is just perfection. And now Gabi barely has any health bars left, but that's stolen away by Team Flash. Excuse me? Where did they come from? Okay, now BTR is starting to worry with another rival squad and the rest of Team Flash also driving by. So it's a little bit of commotion. I mean, you said that, yeah, it started slow, but look at how quickly it picked up here in stage 1. Elimination spree for the rest of the Xavier.
Yeah, definitely steered the wrong pot here for the side of AZ Slumber. The Xavier here is mad and hungry. They want to close it out already. Gashi, what can you do? Absolutely nothing. But no, Federalis gets the corner from the back as well. And now it's going to be BTR calling the fight up against the Xavier.
The timing was perfect. Federalis, they strike 2. And now the rest of BTR needs to follow suit while they're trying to lick their wounds. But where exactly is the rest of BTR? There's only Optimus over on the far end. But, well, I guess that's about it. I forgot that 2 of their members have been taken out earlier on. So they cannot really afford to go in for the full push despite getting those knocks. And look who's here. Vampire Esports. And oh boy, it's an absolute showdown. And the arena is definitely looking pretty harsh with all the lanes being set by the hillside being... Oh, there's just way too many. I mean, look at the lobby. There's only 29 players left. And Alter Ego is about to make those numbers drop even lower right now. Finally cast over on the domain. And up next is going to be Rex. Already on the ground. And then MVPX. As much as they try to hinder the advancement coming from Alter Ego, there's just on the wheat fields of Gatka. I mean... At this rate, at stage 4, definitely you won't expect somebody to be worming their way around those stacks of grass. And oh, here we go, Casanova again. Now he gets the 1 drop. Looking for more up against BTR.
Oh, my days! Casanova once again. They're just blowing teams apart with a shotgun.
Oh,
Buys himself to get another one. BTR side of Opozo. But BTR, though, finds a shot here and puts down Casanova. That is going to be definitely a pretty crucial kill.
Well, it just gets a little bit more messy. Well, more
out of the round. Looking like they have enough information, but they're going to go for the spray down. Not really the best of angle, but still able to get the knock. Wow.
Perfect takeoff from Ajaya. He sets the timing right, and that control of the spray down was just immaculate. And Ignis doing exactly the same. They're just hunting out so many of all these players right across the outskirts. Bulk of it, they take down one member of Talent Esports.
Oh, big shot for Talent Esports showing though. Nice one for himself. AZ Slumber. Maybe. Double 6Z is now going to be out. Now Talent Esports going to find Nicole as well back on track. as me late for the play. Talon Esports looking like they want to call for the rotation here. They don't want to really overcommit towards the set after all. Zone's going to be closing in as well. You have the better picture. Asmi's still going to be there. Oh my days, so close, but yet so far. But now the Fire should be able to wrap around circle towards the left side of the map. And that could be a securement as well to take AZ away from the competition.
Yeah, and this could be LaFar just confirming it by just full sending towards the back, getting the flank done, executed perfectly. North Point to be the Kingmakers at the moment. MVK, they made that great escape, and now the rest of DX are locked right in. They cannot afford to stay for far too long because here comes the rest of CD Alliance.
Coming in. Telecom DG Alliance trying in near the players of D Xavier just on the other side, but Team Flash should be eliminated as well. But now it should be one more squad taking themselves apart. It's gonna be D Xavier just to get pushed back now here out away from the scene. The nade connects with one player inside. Not gonna be able to get the knock though. Vikings is waiting for the players of Telecom DG Alliance to hop off that apartment.
Man, Telecom DG Alliance, they look like the Grim Reapers in this matchup. Just playing the sweeper keepers, and now 7 points all West, and now they're tossing nades after nades towards both BTR as well as MVKE at the very same time. Needing to find a little space into the slums. LaFire as well as Boystill has been able to create that space, but oh boy, the moment he snaps out, he gets punished for it.
He's alive. BTR by Vitality, holding on strong there. But it's a fight to be seen here for the side of the Vikings and the Telecom DG Alliance. The nade connects for Cassioon there, finds Strang away. Closing it up now. Should be able to get a pick up here up against 966. But another nade flies by Talon Esports. He catches himself into the mid side between the players of the Vikings and Telecom DG Alliance. It's not going to be enough to get the knock, but they walk into one team with a DDS, finding one player, making a double, and then it's going to be Telecom DG Alliance eliminated as well.
And their streak has been denied right now with the firm hold coming in from MGN Vikings. Well, confident to even plant Satria by the very far edge. And now, SIA drops a couple of nades, and that is going to put a little bit of dent towards the members of Sem9.
Ooh. So much control of the situation. 9 better rounds from the back, finds Spectre right away. And now it's going to be Satria all alone.
Wow. It's just so clustered up. It all goes down to a matter of millimeters on those catches. Baby extends for a little further out. Living from Sci-Fi all the way back inside the warehouse. And in between Razy. How on earth did he actually pop the perfect Molotov? And now he gets the double up, baby! He found the angle and now punishes the rest of Vikings. And they're slowly withering down. Razy also closing in.
BTR is caught in the middle side here. On paper, this should be a game for the side of Talon Esports, but they get the bullet straight directly to their face. Boy, still knocked to the ground. LaFire getting tagged up as well.
BTR, they're just waiting for the rest of these players to run towards the direction before they open fire. And yes, they will claim a couple more, but this is actually coming all the way from Yoru. And take a look at this. Talon so far, snacking all of them up, and now 4v4v4 to call the final chicken dinner of the night.
Not in the mid side, can they sustain? Sem9 so far, closing up here from the left side. Talon Esports, oh, it's the nade once again. Boystill once again down to the ground. So much things going on here. Nade's just getting tossed over all over the place. Federalis gets thugged up, but not going to be enough to get the knock as well.
A lot of back and forth between the two of them, and right now they gotta quickly revive, and the zone closing all the way through. Talon, they're getting slowly choked out, and Sem9, despite them wanting to approach to backstab the rest of BTR, they're slowly covering in defeat.
Demise coming in, and just like that, last player left here for Sem9, and BTR make it happen. The dream persists, and once again they close out the night with a banger.
Out of all the matches, this